Hey guys, Jonah here back with another beer review. I've taken a bit of a break from my Christmas beers because I'm doing another one from Beer 52 from the Celtic Nations box. And they've even got an article. It's about nature and all that kind of stuff. Nature versus nature. Um, and it's basically, has it got a, yeah, there we go. It's the Black Isle Brewing Co. or Brewery up in Scotland, and how they've done some cool stuff for biodiversity and being organic or trying to give back a bit to the planet, which is pretty cool. Not 100% convinced how much of it is to do with beer because they're growing vegetables and sort of all sorts of planty type things, but it's a step in the right direction. So, shalom to you guys at the Black Isle. And there is the beer we're doing. It's the Black Isle Highlights Organic Light Ale, which is a bit of a mouthful. But I quite like that can. It's a bit kind of trippy. I like this logo, which is on all their beers. I like their stouts, especially. They do some cracking stouts. This one is a kind of crossover between a pale ale and a lager, which is weird. It says, we make great tasting beer using barley and hops grown as nature intended without the use of harmful chemicals. So there we go, slap in the face. I should have read the can first. We care seriously. Does that say seriously? Profound? No. Yeah, seriously. About beer. Blah, blah, blah. Fucking hell. I'm talking nonsense now. But anyway, we have got pale gold with a white foam. Nice to say it's foam. Crisp flavour with a bit of biscuit. Fruity and grassy. I believe the hops in here are Pacific Gem and Tradition hops, whatever that is. And it's been lagered, i.e. brewed and then put in a cold, very cold environment for 8 weeks, I believe, to give a really clean, crisp hop to lager, shall we call it? What have they called it again? Organic light ale. Well, organic, shum on to that. A light ale, is that different to a pale ale? And I believe they use lagering yeast or the top cropped yeast. You know, the yeast that sits on the top and then falls out. But don't all yeast do that? Don't know. Anyway, this has been a while in the old fridgie, as any lager should be, really. There we go. Apart from those gnarly German ones, in which case you can drink them warm, and they are fantastic. Right, let us get this bad boy into a glass. You know, wow, that is, when they say pale, they really do mean it. That is proper like a lager. Looks wise, shall we say. Absolutely clear as a bell. Let's do one of these, shall we? Haven't done one of these ones for a while. Click that bad boy on there. Look at it and do the magic symbol. And we'll leave that up there for the moment. We have easily a finger's worth of pure as the driven snow white beer, and you can there's a tiny bit of haze to this. It might be just frosting on the glass. We have got quite a lot. I mean, it is really, really super clear. If you can see me through there. Yeah, that was my head. It's not perfect, but it's as near as damn it. Right, let's see what we get. Should get some nice stuff from this. And yes, I am getting some hop aroma from this. And this is interesting because this is quite a nice fruity kind of jam-like kind of thing. Like yeah, like when you bite into one of those jam donuts and then you smell a nice sort of a nice maltiness, but also you got the jam in there too. And I am getting a tiny bit of the yeast aroma too, which is fantastic. Oh, did I say how strong this one was? Did it say on the side of the can? Yeah, it did. Down the bottom there, 5 point something. 5.3 in a 330. And make sure you avoid the pregnant lassies, because they'll get you into trouble and then the police will come and get you. You know how we roll. Let's dive into this one. Let's see what we get, dear viewer. Ooh, we are getting fruity, but we're kind of getting like like a marmalade kind of thing going on, but it's not superbly orange. This is weird. So we're getting the malt, we're getting the fruit crossed over, and the yeast is at play there too. So it's giving me a tiny bit of creaminess, but I'm surprised the malt profile is so kind of pronounced on this one, because on the nose it was majority was about the fruit and stuff. Wow, look at that line, big fat line going on there. The best of my knowledge, pardon me, dear viewer, they've only done this with malts. They haven't done it with any wheat or oats. Surprising, because they love oats up in Scotland. Hall and oats. Wow, that's really interesting. I am actually surprised, because this tastes a lot more malty. Um, if you haven't subscribed, please do so already. Have a look a couple of videos ago where we did the other organic Scottish beer from this box. I think it was about 3 or 4 days ago, um, and they were using heritage malts from Scotland, from Crisp. Not 100% sure where the malts come. Let's have a look. Does it say? No, it just says how natural this kind of stuff is. Made in Scotland, up near Inverness. Not quite that high, but wow, really, really nice beer. And that second line, that's another fat line. These boys know a thing or two about making the lines. But yeah, interesting when you're using organic ingredients. And by that, I'm especially referring to the malts. You do get nice biscuit kind of, yeah, if you have a macro lager, maybe this is a lager, maybe it isn't. But if you have a macro lager, it's really clean, really crisp, but you can't really taste that much. You definitely can't identify the hops. You definitely can't identify the malts. When you get something a bit more organic, a bit more gnarly, a bit more sustainable, you can really taste things like, yeah, the grain, the biscuit kind of flavors. Oh, absolutely fantastic. And it goes really well. It's like having an organic biscuit with a kind of fruity kind of jam, marmalade jammy kind of thing on top, and then crunch. Ooh, you're getting all that kind of gnarl. Is that a real word? Gnarl? Who knows? Let's dive in for some more. Ooh, and we shall finish. Look at that. Another line matching into the lacing. We look round the back side. Absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, look, there's a camel. I did say a while ago I'm gonna try and find animals and things within the head, especially when you're getting a nice lacing on a glass. I'm gonna do what in the summertime, a lot of people do cloud spotting on their back in the field, beers involved, looking up and trying to work out what things look like. I'm going to look into the foam and see if I can find some weird animals and things like that. Guys, this has been Uncle Jonah. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's brew. If you can find one of these, definitely give it a go. I would say if you can find Black Isle beers, wow, pardon me, dear viewer, very gassy. If you can find the Black Isle beers, definitely give them a go. I would say the stouts, the darker beers, they do a nice oatmeal stout. Fantastic beers. Anyway, until the next time, dear viewer, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll be back with more beer reviews real soon.